Hello, my kings and queens and the non-binary in-betweens. Yes, I'm finally making another one of these videos. I've missed it. I just saw it on my thing and I'm like, I'm gonna have to react to this. Yeah. Since I've learned how to use an app that allows me to write music in a way, I can actually now officially make my own original stuff without parroting stuff. So yeah, I'm making something on Ruin, and since I'm horrible at making thumbnails, drawing them, everything else, I kind of wanted to make something kind of like a competition. Like maybe like this week for a week, you can submit a thumbnail for it. It's going to be about Ruin, and it's called the Villainous Gentleman. So yeah, if you win, you'll it'll be on the thumbnail. Even if you don't win, it'll still be featured. So yeah, please submit. You can submit from community post. You can at me in anything or anything like that. Yeah, please put on a watermark so then I don't have to write down all your names because that'll just take way too long. And I need to even write the song, so yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm gonna react to this, and I'm good at psychoanalyze so hard. Let's get into it. Okay, what's with the black and white? The music change.
Jack, it took me like around the world practically. At some point, maybe I should have just teleported over, because that'd be easier than walking thousand, thousand steps.
That's
All right.
actually calculating. Not. No, it'll be much more.
Here, to get here. Ah. Move.
I haven't really been making a lot of videos during this villain moon arc, but yeah, I've been watching every single one of them, and I have been enjoying it. And there's also something that I've seen. This could be a pattern that I'm seeing. You know how, like, when Sun started seeing Blood Moon? And then he comes back? I'm thinking that might happen with Solar, and then he comes back too. I want Solar to come back, especially now at this point, because of the amazing mental stuff and all this kind of stuff. This is the reason I love this show.
Hey,
Hey,
come here to lecture me more?
I don't know what to say to even get you to try to see reason, to be honest.
Isn't it funny?
I could.
Now I'm the one on the inside.
Yeah.
Wonder where you got this idea from.
Well, at least you have more space than I did.
Yeah, more space for me to sit with my own brain.
Something like that. I don't think I can say anything to try and convince you otherwise of what you're doing.
Thank you, son, for being the most realistic person here. I'm grateful everyone else is trying, but with this guy's mental state right now, the only way for him to see reason is if literally the person he's trying to bring back comes and says to him, not inside of his head, and say, dude, what the hell are you doing?
It's wrong.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
it.
I guess I've exhausted every option, actually. I mean, every option. I tried talking to you about it. You ignored us. You salted Earth.
Yep.
So, there's nothing I can say to you, actually, to be honest.
The fact that the name is Sun and Moon are no longer brothers. I know that the Sun and Moon show is going to continue because, well, we could safely say that the anime episode has a lot of foreshadowing going on ahead. Foreshadowing. Also a bunch of stuff that looks like it's going to be happening that also happened in different dimensions and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into that right now. My job is to be the therapist.
At all?
So you gonna let me out yet?
No.
No. No, I'm not going to.
He's not going to let you
Yeah, I
out.
figured that was gonna be the answer I got.
I'm going to keep doing it here for now, till things have been settled with.
Settled with. So what do you call settled with? Blood Moon and Ruin are safe, trapped in a cell somewhere. You guys all move on with your lives.
Monty's gonna deal with Blood Moon.
Oh, wonderful. So I can't touch him, but Monty can.
Well, I guess the whole...
It's because of the mental state, man. It's because of the mental state. What's stopping you from going on? Again, I know Earth has said this. I've watched every single one of the videos because I love psychoanalyzing them, and also, I just love seeing the dynamic and all kind of stuff, and I also loved the video where Puppet just goes on and just talks to Moon, and I love the respect they have for each other. And I'm just like, she's just essentially like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? We're both beings that just focus on logicality before anything else, but this is not logical.
Well, Blood Moon trying to kill Monty might be a thing.
Blood Moon has tried to kill all of us.
Yeah, but we never
And you did
killed
kill
anyone he liked. Yeah, and it wasn't a great spiral I had afterwards.
That sounds like a problem of you not being able to handle your actions.
Dude. You sound so much like a hypocrite right now that I'm loving it. This is why I love this show. I know I keep on pausing it every few seconds, but isn't that my job?
And you can?
Yeah.
This is you handling your actions? Pushing everyone away? Yelling at us to just leave you alone?
I mean,
Insulting
I'm
your sister?
not having delusions based off of a person I killed.
You know, typically this would work.
Your old self told you what the hell are you doing, you should stop. He murdered, I don't even know how many, let's just say hundreds? I think the only person that can knock some sense of reason in there and put some sense of guilt inside of his head is Solar. And I know for a fact he's coming back. Because I know other characters don't really come back that often. But I know if it comes to fan favorite characters, they're going to bring them back like they did with Blood Moon, Lunar, Moon. You know.
Cut me. But I'm at a
You
point where I just kind of
3
don't
times.
care what you say.
Good that you finally gotten there. Well, it took 2 years. And me dying. It took a different version of me for you to be able to actually grow a backbone to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. And I'm going to... You know, none of us want this, right?
I know.
And you're forcing my hand.
Yep.
They told me stuff that could happen if you brought him back.
All potentialities.
Yeah, they told me. I was just doing it because I don't think Solar wanted something like that, but... Hell, there's just more reason to not do it now. And I'm right. Solar wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to come back and jeopardize everybody's lives for any reason. You know what?
Instead, you should do it in a way that guarantees safety. Like, for example, you could just simulate his memories and also simulate his memories, put upon under the emotional values of it, and then basically rebuild him too. The fact that Eclipse is basically built off a copy of Solar's code, you can put that too, get rid of all Eclipse's trauma, and there you have it. Solar's back.
I think, I know you miss him. Everybody does. Earth, Monty, Puppet, Lunar. I did too. But
What about Jack? Jack's literally his kid.
you didn't miss him like that. Well, you did. Of course, you were sad he died. And eventually you got this grand illusion in your brain of bringing him back.
Wasn't one of the first things we asked if I could do
Yeah.
was bring him back?
It was. Yeah. And
And I'm telling you I can.
risk of a lot of stuff.
Such minor possibilities.
You're so smart.
Really, you just need to calculate. It's the whole dilemma with the whole nuclear bomb thing. The nuclear bomb had a 1 in a billion chance of setting the entire atmosphere on fire. Not just bringing death to the specific spot you bring it, but it could also kill the entirety of humanity. This is basically like, this is a lot like that scenario. If he does succeed in bringing him back and nothing really happens, it does bring like something bad in return. It brings emotional damage and all that kind of stuff. And if he fails in that as well, or if he does still succeed, but the entire universe gets, what was it again? Like negative star power and all that stuff. It already has too many from Stitch Rape and Stitch Rape. Let's see.
Percentages.
I'd say there's maybe a 15% chance something doesn't go the way I plan.
That's still too high. 15% chance. So that's an 85% chance nothing bad happens at all. 15% chance it does. I would bet on those odds if it was, something that wouldn't destroy all of the universe, or if it was something, if it was a footy game and betting and all that. I wouldn't bet on this though. Knowing the bad luck and everything, no.
Bullshit.
If you think you know better than me, then what do you think the percentage is?
I don't know the percentage. I just know you.
Do you?
Thought I did.
Thought you did.
I know enough, at least.
No, you don't.
Know enough to know when you're lying to yourself or others, for the most part. I should have asked more. If you are right, I didn't. That's on me.
Whatever.
No, not whatever. Blood Moon freed Rowan, didn't he?
Probably.
That means he's planning something. I'm not sure about Ruin, but I know Blood Moon was smart enough to realize he can't do things alone. I don't know what he's planning exactly. To be honest, it can't.
Revenge! You know what? If you think about it, him and Moon are kind of one of the same, in a way. Their brother died and they want revenge. I can actually see it.
Be a lot worse than what you're planning.
If they're dead, they don't do anything.
You're just gonna try to bring someone back who died like that.
If you don't want me to bring him back, I can move on from that eventually. I'm still gonna kill him. I want to watch Ruin bleed out for what he did. If I had a,
Okay, so it's no longer about Solar, is it? It's just revenge. Again, I think Solar's the only person who can knock some sense. Or you just basically need to nope, don't finish that. I was gonna say, or you could just reset him. You could just reset Moon. I know that's a very bad thing to say, but the fact that the old Moon is still in there, he would do better than this guy right now. I'm so sorry. He's not insane. There's just a lot of stuff happening, a lot of bottled up emotions that are finally being released and not in the not so negative way. And the more I say it like putting a grenade inside of a closet. Like each time you put it in, and then and then it's going to eventually blow up like bigger than a nuclear bomb. That's what I say, basically.
Hours just alone in here, thinking, tormenting myself. And I think I've realized bringing Solar back, killing Ruin and Blood Moon, I want to do them, but they're means to an end. I'm done letting other things completely redirect and control me.
Control. So pushing away your family is what you want to do
Push away
too?
everything you've
I
had.
said things. Do I think they were wrong? Factually, no. Were they hurtful? Yeah. Truth hurts. I'm sure a lot of...
So you don't regret making your sister basically give up on her dreams. God damn. It's official, the next villain song is gonna be about you, Moon.
You now have a lot of things to say to me.
Truth hurts.
Yeah.
That's what you say?
Yeah. Just like the truth, you were too much of a coward to look the old moon in the eye. And the second I showed up, you were terrified that it was all going to start over again, so you...
He did actually have a backbone to that guy. If you think about it, he had the biggest backbone. He was the only person that could speak up to him. And not get killed. He literally stood up for himself so much during the whole government arc. I still love that arc. Still one of my favorite arcs. This one's very close to one of my favorites now. But, yeah.
Shunned me away. You didn't want to look at me. Because I wasn't Moon. I was some new, blank copy. And
I
now
already told you it's not going to work.
I don't care. I'm not saying this to try and guilt trip you or manipulate you. I don't care.
Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Correct?
You're going to stay here
For now.
until you break out of this stupor.
You're right about that. I will break out of here. I don't have any intention to hurt any of you. I will help Molten get Ruin, and I will run.
But then again, you threatened Jack and the computer. You threatened Solar's kid. And also technically Puppet's kid. So if anything happens to him, you're dead in an instant. Yeah, actually, yes. Pretty much, yes. She has the power to literally snap her fingers and just essentially you're gone.
Watch Ruin decay in a empty dimension as it tries to feed off him for sustenance. And Blood Moon's a night.
Honestly, the more I just... The way, Ruin acts, This is the reason I called the song The Villainous Gentleman. It's because he has manners, but he's a definite villain mastermind. No, I'm not gonna... Gentle Criminal! Basically Gentle Criminal. You know what? He is exactly like Gentle Criminal. Except Gentle Criminal's French.
He's added bonus.
So it wasn't about Solar then?
It was. Still is. If I can bring him back, I will. But you're right. I can't choose that. It's not my fate to decide. So, before I give him a body, I'll find a way to bring back his consciousness. And then I'll ask him. Or maybe I'll just skip that whole process and do it anyway. And then he can go back to you guys. He doesn't have to speak to me. And being alive's enough. I'd do the same thing if it was any of you. And you may say that's stupid, or that's awful, we wouldn't want you to do that. I don't care.
No, you wouldn't care. I could ask you a lot of things, and you still wouldn't respect any of them, probably.
Is it wrong to want to keep my family?
Like that? Some perverse notion?
I said that there is a clear point. A very clear point of insanity. And insanity is a word that is taken too lightly. the people that don't want to be insane are the most sane people ever. If they do the wrong thing for the right reason, and then just say, even if it wouldn't bring him back, I would still kill him. That is... People with schizophrenia aren't insane. People with general mental illness, they're not insane. What makes them insane is when they're doing horrible things for the pure enjoyment. And I think Moon's crossed that line now. I apologize.
Yeah?
You haven't even found them, have you?
When things are settled, I'll let you out. But I do not want to see you again.
I'll know when things are settled before you even do. You haven't even found...
Get a 1.9.
I hate it.
Have you?
Oh, I'm not talking about Blood Moon and Ruin. You guys are never very observant. You should open your eyes a little bit more. Maybe you'd see things.
Nice try.
If you think I'm lying, that's up to you. Bye.
You were supposed to be better in every way, and then you were supposed to be something more than this.
I was.
Threw it away.
I was. I still could be.
No. That's too late now.
Too late?
I'm so angry you decided to just be this. And I cannot express that enough. What you said to Earth, to me. If it weren't for you, I don't know what would happen. Maybe Eclipse would have just killed me outright or whatever, but this...
At this point, Eclipse is a better brother
This is
than me
me.
right now.
And
It's not you.
I'm eating myself alive, don't worry. In my own way. Ask the computer. I've been screaming at things for days, but I'm not going to let it stop me. Maybe my subconscious doesn't even know what it wants. We done yet?
Pull the band-aid.
I got
The worst of it all is
breakout
that you
plans
don't
to
care.
work on.
You're not getting out of this. The same thing you trapped me in.
You got out of yours, didn't you?
Yeah, with magic. And you don't have as much as that.
I don't have any of that, because magic's garbage. There's one thing that we did learn how to do, though. And yeah, I was warned not to do it. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh well,
If you do it, I'm gonna find you.
then come find me. Bro. You can go home now. I think we're done.
No.
Wait. What was told not to do? Told not to... Oh... Involving magic. I thought of either that thing that they mentioned during the whole government arc. I loved that arc so much and I watched it 50 times in a loop. Don't judge me. They're essentially saying, like, using the extremely powerful spells that essentially can leave permanent damage on a user or even killing them. Or star power. Star power, it could be it, but also I think he's that stupid that he would end up doing these crazy spells.
We aren't. This is gonna seem really cruel, computer, but I need you to do something for me.
Understood.
If he ever tries to gather any star power, I want you to shock him until he's unconscious.
Are you sure?
Yes?
Okay, so it is star power.
Understood. Look at you. A little bit of Eclipse in there still.
That's not my brother anymore.
Are you proud of yourself? Proud? No. Ashamed. I'm sure Soul will show up in a minute and lecture me in my own head. Drive me crazier. Or I sit with nothing, because I've acknowledged that, and I'll lose it even more, because I won't know what's real. I've already started losing connection with what's real. Ever since I woke up punching the floor, I haven't been able to tell. So even if I did bring Solar back, I'm already having delusions of him. I wouldn't even know if he's real. 'Cause I bet he'd say the same things delusions do. And why don't you stop? Why don't I stop? 'Cause stopping will fix nothing. I still won't have a connection to reality. I won't feel real. I won't feel alive. Oh, just keep...
You're having an existential crisis. Yeah, your existential crises don't necessarily make you insane. No. If it pushes you to this point, yes.
floating in this lack of knowledge, lack of self, so I won't stop. If they don't want me here, I can always go somewhere else.
What do I mean by going somewhere else? I don't really know. Yeah, my mind's just weird right now. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Ah, yes. How fun. Anyways, my kings and queens of the non-binary in-betweens. That was a very good episode. I loved that. The whole little things going on and all that. He even projects the things that Moon is thinking inside of his mind. He has crossed the line of no return. No, not really no return. He can still be saved. Nobody is ever unredeemable. Literally, what Jasper or tell. That's the whole theme of it. Anyway, please contribute to the thumbnail competition. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, my kings and queens of the non-binary in-betweens. Bye-bye.